Devon Perry coming at you from Veritas Backstage. Today I've got Patty Belisle with me. She's our master injector, and we're talking about Botox, how to choose a great injector, and what to do if you've gotten results that you don't like. So Patty.
Yes.
How does someone choose a good injector? What should they be looking for?
Well, I think it's really important that people look at credentials and training, because in order to be proficient at this and really up to speed, you do need to invest in yourself and training.
Absolutely.
And it's not a day training, it's overtime and advanced courses, knowing anatomy, knowing the muscles, what they do, what areas to inject. It's just not a cookie cutter pattern, and everybody's facial muscles are different, so that's important. I think it's really important, and just asking questions. How long have you done this? What's your background?
And getting to see their work too. Mm-hmm. There are other patients that they've treated, and getting to see those outcomes. It's really my feeling that with injectables, it's one part science or physiology, anatomy. Knowing all of that is so important, so that you don't have post-operative disappointments.
Absolutely.
But there's so much art too that goes into it, and one of the things that I've always enjoyed about Patty is that she really marries those two worlds beautifully.
Thank you.
Between science and art. So
well, it is an art, and you have to be able to look at the client, what their expectations are, what they want, their asymmetries, and try to balance that, but also being conservative. You can always do additional treatments and add to. You do not have to just go strong, because I think in this industry, less is best. If you want a more natural look, you just go slow. You learn people's facial muscles and what they like. Do they want movement? Do they not want movement? Do they want to pull this off where nobody knows their Botox? Well, there's certain things that you have to do in order to accomplish that.
Yeah, I think you're right. And something that I see too is that inexperienced injectors, or those that have all of the right credentials but don't have the eye for it, they're placing volume in areas where it really doesn't need to be. So a patient may present with a problem and say, okay, these lines are starting to develop here, I feel like they're really deep. An inexperienced injector, one that doesn't have an artistic eye, might decide, okay, well, I'm gonna fill these lines. But really, it's a result of the slackening here, a loss of volume laterally. If you lift lateral,
Absolutely.
It wouldn't be what most people think is going to create the solution, but
and patients don't see that. You
No.
know, you really do have to educate them. And I think once you explain what is going on, and the volume loss and where, and what's causing the laxity, and how you start from the top down, because that's gravity, unfortunately. And so just putting that back where it belongs, subtly, slowly. And this is not something I typically, if I'm restoring volume in a face, I do this in 2, 3, sometimes 4 sittings. It's not like I'm going to do it all in one day. I want it to accomplish what it was designed to do, let it settle, do its magic, so to speak, and then decide if you need more, and then work down the face. That's, to me, is the most natural way to do it. But a lot of people come in and they're focused on this, not realizing, well, fixing this is not going to look natural because it's coming from here. And just educating the patients, and feeling them out on what bothers them, but yet teaching them how to fix it, how to correct it in a very subtle way.